Today, Archangel Michael says, "Heaven opens its wings over you, and the light of protection begins to move. My beloved child, before the sun rises and the world awakens, the heavens have already spoken your name. A shield of divine light has been placed around you, stronger than fear, softer than peace. Every worry that has been resting heavy on your chest, I have seen it. Every silent prayer that you whispered through tears, I have carried it to the throne of grace. And today, I tell you with the certainty of heaven, you are safe, guided, and never alone. There are moments when the shadows of the world feel too close, when confusion blurs your direction, and you wonder if heaven still sees you. But I say this with love that burns brighter than gold. You are seen, you are known, and you are wrapped in eternal protection. No energy, no force, no darkness can step beyond the boundary that heaven has placed around your soul. This is not just spiritual safety, it is divine alignment. It is the universe rearranging itself to protect your purpose. Child of light, you have been walking through days that felt heavy, where even hope seemed too far to reach. But now, the winds of protection are gathering around you. There is a warmth rising within your spirit, a peace that begins to hum softly in your chest. That is not imagination, that is the presence of the divine, reminding you that you are held in the wings of eternity. Take a deep breath now. Inhale light, exhale fear. Feel the air shift around you. That subtle calm you sense is the armor of peace being placed upon your shoulders. Where you once felt vulnerable, you are now being fortified by grace. Where you once felt unseen, you are now being crowned with purpose. Protection is not only a wall that blocks the storm, it is also a whisper that leads you away from danger before you even see it. It is a phone call that delays you for a reason. It is a sudden change of plan that saves your life. It is that inner voice that says, "Wait, don't go yet." That is me. That is Michael, guardian of light, keeper of truth, protector of souls. Every step you take under this covering is measured with precision, guided by the hands of heaven. You have been chosen to walk this path, not because you are perfect, but because your heart carries light in dark places. That is why you feel things deeply. That is why chaos tries to find you, because darkness recognizes your light. But today, the heavens reinforce your boundary. The energy around you shifts into divine order. Fear loses its grip. Anxiety dissolves in the warmth of grace. I tell you now, beloved, protection is not just around you. It is within you. It flows through your words, your energy, your heartbeat. When you speak kindness, the world listens to the vibration of heaven through your voice. When you forgive, light multiplies. When you rest, the earth itself exhales. You are not a random soul. You are part of heaven's heartbeat, and that heartbeat guards you day and night. You may not see the battles I fight for you, but know that every night I stand before the storm. I silence the unseen. I shield your home, your loved ones, your dreams, and I whisper strength into your weary heart, saying, "You are protected. You are covered. You are free to rest now." Let this be your mantra tonight. Is greater than I am safe. I am surrounded by light. I am guided by love. Repeat it softly whenever fear tries to enter. It is not just a phrase, it is a declaration that shifts energy and opens heaven's gate of peace. Your faith is the key. And the moment you believe, light floods every shadow. As you move through your day, notice the signs, the sudden warmth, the feather that drifts across your path, the number that repeats on your screen. They are messages from me. Small reminders that heaven is near. Each one whispers, "I am with you. You are never alone." So walk forward, child of peace. You are surrounded by the brilliance of divine protection. The same power that commands the stars stands beside you. The same hand that calms oceans rests over your heart. You are covered by eternal light, and that light will never fade. When night falls, close your eyes, knowing this truth. You are protected, not because you are without weakness, but because you are infinitely loved. And that love is stronger than anything that tries to harm you. Breathe. Smile. You are safe, beloved. You are seen. And heaven is already preparing blessings that will follow in your steps tomorrow. Today, Archangel Michael says your protection is already active, surrounding you like sunlight that no darkness can pierce. My beloved child, take a deep breath and listen to the quiet truth. You are not walking this life unguarded. Every time your heart trembles, every time your mind feels restless, a circle of light expands around you, forming a shield that carries the strength of heaven itself. You are not small in the face of chaos. You are mighty because light moves through you. There is no space so dark that divine protection cannot reach. No path so uncertain that heaven cannot light it step by step. The shield that surrounds you is not of iron or stone. It is made of pure light, flowing from love, shaped by grace. It moves with you. It breathes with you. It knows you. When you wake in the morning, before your first thought even rises, this shield of light is already active, resting over your home, your body, your spirit. It guards your mind from doubt. It guards your heart from bitterness. It guards your future from harm. And when the world tries to whisper fear, it answers with a still voice saying, "Peace, be still." And, quote, you have felt it before, haven't you? Those moments when something unseen calmed your panic. When the danger passed without reason. When a delay kept you from the wrong place at the right time. That was the shield in motion, the silent hand of heaven redirecting your steps. Nothing in your life is coincidence. Divine protection is always one breath away. My child, you must understand this. The protection you carry is not meant to isolate you, it is meant to empower you. It allows you to walk boldly, to love without fear, to dream without doubt. Because when you know heaven walks beside you, the world cannot intimidate you anymore. You begin to live differently. You begin to glow with quiet confidence. You stop fighting for control and start flowing with faith. And that is where miracles happen. Even when storms rise and confusion surrounds you, the light never leaves. When people walk away or misunderstand your heart, the shield remains steady. It does not waver with emotion. It does not weaken under pressure. It simply is. It exists because you exist. You were born under divine watch, and no shadow can cross what heaven has claimed. So, I say this now. Every negative energy that tries to attach to you, be it fear, doubt, envy, or despair, will dissolve in the presence of this light. When you feel that heaviness on your chest, pause, close your eyes, and whisper softly, "Is greater than Archangel Michael, surround me with your shield of light." And feel it, like a sunrise, warm and gentle, like air clearing after rain. It will move through you, not just around you, balancing, calming, aligning every part of your being. Child of divine radiance, you were never meant to live in fear. Your heart was designed to trust. Your energy was meant to flow freely. And your spirit, your spirit was born to shine. The world has tried to dim it, yes. But today I tell you, no shadow can outlast the flame that heaven has placed within you. That flame is your anchor. That flame is your truth. That flame is your protection. You do not need to fight every battle. You only need to stand in your light. Because when you do, darkness simply cannot exist there. You will notice this change. The more peaceful you become, the less the chaos around you can touch you. You will walk through noise and remain still. You will face storms and remain calm. Because you no longer absorb the energy of the world, you radiate the energy of heaven. And that radiance, that quiet peace, becomes your blessing. It flows from you to your loved ones, to your home, to everything you touch. That's how divine protection multiplies. It's contagious. You are not only being protected, you are becoming a protector of others through your energy. Your calm becomes their comfort. Your faith becomes their reminder. Your light becomes their shelter. I, Michael, am standing beside you in this moment. Feel that tingling in your chest? That warmth? That is your confirmation. I am here, reinforcing your boundaries with light that cannot be broken. You are surrounded, covered, sealed in peace. And wherever you go, whether into a busy world or a silent night, you are accompanied by legions of light. Your name is written in protection, your path marked by grace. So when you lie down to rest, do not fear the night. When you step into your day, do not fear the unknown. Because even when you do not see me, I am there guarding every heartbeat. You are shielded by the same divine love that keeps the stars from falling and the ocean from overflowing. Remember this truth is greater than, no darkness can find me. Say it when you wake. Say it before you sleep. Say it until you feel it humming in your soul. My beloved, your protection is not temporary, it is eternal. It does not expire when you feel weak. It grows stronger in those very moments. Because heaven's love does not depend on your strength, it is your strength. Walk in peace now. You are covered in brilliance. You are safe in ways you can't yet imagine. And soon, you will see the evidence, the open door, the close call avoided, the deep calm that fills your heart. All these are signs that the shield of light is working in your favor. You are loved. You are protected. You are blessed beyond measure. And this is only the beginning of what heaven is preparing for you. My beloved one, rest your spirit for a moment and listen closely. There are days when your soul feels the weight of the unseen, when the noise of the world blurs the gentle whispers of peace. But tonight, I am placing over you what heaven calls the shield of peace. It is not forged by human hands, nor bound by earthly material. It is made of pure light, woven from divine calm and sacred trust. When you carry this shield, nothing chaotic can dwell within your heart for long. The storms may rage, but you will remain still, rooted, and radiant. For peace is not the absence of trouble, but the presence of divine order. My child, you have fought many battles quietly. You have walked through dark valleys carrying silent tears, thinking heaven did not see. But I have been near, standing guard at every crossroad, whispering courage into your breath when words could no longer form. Now, I tell you, you are not in danger. You are under divine discipline, divine design, and divine direction. The forces that once seemed to rise against you are now being turned into stairways of growth. You are stepping into a timeline where your inner peace will no longer be shaken by external storms. You are learning to command your calm, and that is your greatest victory. Breathe with me, child of light. Breathe in the serenity of heaven. Let go of what you cannot control. Let go of what tried to wound your peace. Let go of the anxious story your mind keeps replaying. Every breath you take now activates the shield I have placed upon your spirit. You may not see it, but heaven can. And every time fear comes knocking, this shield will shimmer like golden armor, deflecting all that is not meant for your soul. Do not let the voices of doubt take root, for they are echoes from the past, not prophecies of your future. Your peace is not fragile. It is fortified by the eternal presence of the Creator. When you walk into rooms, your calm will speak louder than words. When you rest, angels will stand guard at your door. When you rise, heaven will rise with you. You are a vessel of stillness in a trembling world. And this stillness, your peace, is your protection. Archangel Michael says, "Do not confuse stillness with weakness. Even in silence, you are waging battles that heaven honors." You are surrounded now by light. I see the divine energy wrapping around your home, flowing through your thoughts, resting on your shoulders. Your soul is learning to respond instead of react, to bless instead of worry, to trust instead of fear. Peace is not far from you. Peace is within you. It has been waiting to be remembered. And now, my beloved one, you remember, you are the calm within the storm, not the storm itself. So tonight, when the world feels heavy, whisper softly, "Archangel Michael, shield me in peace." And you will feel it, the warmth, the clarity, the divine stillness descending like morning light. Let the winds pass. Let the noise fade. You are safe, you are guarded, and you are deeply loved. Your life is not falling apart, it is falling into divine peace. And in this peace, everything you seek will begin to find you. Today, Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child, lift your eyes from the ground and look toward the horizon, for your dawn is closer than you think. The heavens are not silent. The winds are carrying your name upward, and every prayer you've whispered, every tear you've hidden, has been heard. Nothing has been lost, nothing ignored. You have been walking through preparation, not punishment. You have been shaped, refined, and positioned for divine alignment. There comes a moment when heaven does not merely comfort you, it clothes you. That moment is now. I am placing upon you the armor of blessings. Each piece of it is forged in faith, purified by patience, and sealed with light. The breastplate of protection covers your heart, so no bitterness can poison your love again. The belt of truth wraps around your soul, so no lie can confuse your purpose. The boots of divine order guide your steps, so no detour can delay your destiny. And above all, the crown of radiant purpose rests upon your head, a reminder that your story is sacred and your path is protected. My child, do not fear the realignment happening around you. What you call loss, heaven calls repositioning. Some connections are being removed not because you are unworthy, but because your frequency is rising higher. Some paths are closing not because you failed, but because they no longer fit the armor you now wear. You are stepping into divine alignment, a place where effort meets grace, where timing meets destiny. You have prayed for open doors, and I tell you, they are opening, but only the ones meant to hold your future. The false ones are being sealed by light. You may feel resistance now, but understand this pressure is proof of purpose. If the air feels heavy, it is because heaven is near. If the silence feels loud, it is because the next instruction is sacred. When you wear this armor, the attacks will not cease, but they will fail. When you walk with faith, the shadows will whisper, but they will not touch you. For divine alignment does not promise an easy path, it promises a guided one. Archangel Michael says, "Every challenge that once weakened you will now strengthen you. Every wound that once bled will now bless." The light of heaven is reorganizing your path. People who doubted you will see the evidence of grace in your steps. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach will find their way to you. Your energy is changing, and so is everything attached to it. This is the season of sacred reversal. Where you once felt unseen, you will now be celebrated. Where you once felt abandoned, you will now feel accompanied. Where you once stood alone, angels will now stand beside you. Do not rush this moment, my child. Do not let impatience make you forget the miracle forming quietly within you. The blessings coming are not random, they are strategic. Heaven has calculated every detail, every delay, every detour, and every divine encounter to lead you here. I am commanding peace over your timeline, protection over your household, and favor over your name. From this moment, walk as though your steps are sacred, because they are. Every word you speak will carry light. Every choice you make will draw heaven closer. Every morning you rise will be proof that darkness has no claim over you. You are no longer merely surviving, you are rising in alignment with heaven's rhythm. So when the night feels long, whisper these words into the silence. I am covered in light. I am guided by grace. I am aligned with heaven's plan. And you will feel it, a wave of peace, followed by quiet confirmation, as though the stars themselves are nodding in agreement. Archangel Michael says, "Child of the light, wear your armor with confidence. Walk your path with courage, and know that blessings will follow you as faithfully as the sunrise. My beloved one, be still and open your heart, for blessings are not coming to you, they are flowing through you. You have entered a sacred current, a stream of divine orchestration, where heaven's hands are at work behind every unseen moment. The path before you is no longer random. It is designed. Every delay, every meeting, every closed door, every unexpected turn has been part of a greater equation, one written by light itself. You are not waiting for miracles, you are walking through them. They are unfolding quietly, like dawn touching the edges of night. There are angels already assigned to your needs. They are aligning people, places, and timing so that nothing meant for you can be lost again. Child of divine purpose, I tell you this truth. When you surrender your worry, blessings move faster. When you release control, the current of grace carries you exactly where you belong. Stop trying to swim upstream. The river of heaven knows your name. Let it lead you. I have seen your heartache. The moments when you asked, "When will things change for me?" And I say, the change has already begun. The shift happened the moment you stopped resisting what was leaving your life. For every loss you endured was clearing space for something sacred to take root. There are angelic hands rearranging your tomorrow even now. They are lifting burdens you didn't know you were still carrying. They are redirecting energies that once drained you. They are turning shadows into stepping stones. Archangel Michael says, you will begin to see signs that heaven has intervened. Not coincidences, but confirmations. A door opens at the right time. A voice speaks peace into your confusion. A delay saves you from unseen harm. A loss turns into liberation. These are not accidents, they are divine fingerprints. You may feel a sudden wave of warmth over your shoulders, that is protection. You may hear a word echo in your heart, that is guidance. You may find yourself at peace for no reason, that is blessing. The human mind calls it luck. Heaven calls it alignment. Beloved one, your prayers have built bridges in the unseen realm. Every word you spoke in faith became a spark that angels carried into motion. And now, that motion is reaching you. You are entering a phase where blessings will arrive one after another, not because you chased them, but because you became aligned with the source of them. When you love without fear, blessings move. When you forgive, blessings move. When you stay kind in the face of cruelty, blessings move. Heaven rewards the hearts that refuse to harden. I tell you, angels walk among you today. Some you will feel, some you will meet, some you will never see. But their presence will ripple through your life. They will protect you in moments you won't even know were dangerous. They will speak into your intuition, gently guiding your steps. When you feel tired, call upon us. When you feel unsure, pause and listen. For guidance is not always loud, sometimes it arrives in the quiet, knowing that you are on the right path. Do not underestimate the power of divine flow. Where there was resistance, now there will be ease. Where there was confusion, now there will be clarity. Where there was scarcity, now there will be abundance. The energy around you is shifting. The air itself begins to carry your name with reverence. You will attract peace, opportunity, and love, not because of luck, but because heaven has declared your readiness. Archangel Michael says, you are not chasing blessings. Blessings are recognizing you. So breathe, child of light. Walk gently through your day. And when you sense the world growing heavy, whisper softly, I am in divine flow. I am protected. I am blessed. And instantly, you will feel the warmth of heaven around you, as though unseen wings have wrapped you in peace. The flow of blessings has begun, and this time, it will not end. Today, Archangel Michael says, beloved child, the strength you thought you lost was never gone. It was only sleeping, waiting for this very moment to awaken. There are times when life takes you to the edge of your endurance, when every prayer feels unanswered, and every breath feels heavy. Yet even in those moments, your spirit was being refined. What you called exhaustion was preparation. What you saw as weakness was the breaking of old armor, so new light could rise within you. You see, strength is not always loud. Sometimes it grows quietly, in the dark, in the waiting, in the heartbreak, in the surrender. Every time you thought you couldn't go on but still chose to rise, you were building a foundation stronger than steel. And now, heaven declares, it is time to rise in your divine strength. My child, I have walked beside you through every unseen battle. I have watched you cry in silence, holding on to faith when everything else fell apart. You thought heaven was silent, but heaven was building you. You thought you were forgotten, but you were being fortified. You were not being punished, you were being prepared. The energy that once drained you is now transforming into power. The pain that once broke you is now becoming your wisdom. The weight that once crushed you is now your anointing. And in this hour, your spirit is awakening not as the fragile soul it once was, but as a warrior of light. Archangel Michael says, "Do not fear your own power. It was placed within you for divine purpose. You were not meant to stay small. You were not meant to hide your light to make others comfortable. The same fire that forged stars burns within your soul. You are meant to shine, to lead, to heal, to rise not through pride, but through purpose. Every challenge you faced was designed to reveal a hidden part of your strength. Every delay was training your endurance. Every heartbreak was sharpening your discernment. Every disappointment was teaching you trust beyond logic. Now you carry the wisdom of one who has walked through shadow and emerged glowing. You are not the same. Your energy is different. Your aura carries the story of survival, faith, and divine resilience. The world will sense this shift in you. People will notice your calm. The things that once triggered you will no longer move you, because peace has replaced pain. You will speak differently, think differently, and walk differently. That is not pride, that is ascension. When I say, rise, I do not mean to stand taller. I mean to stand truer. To rise is to remember who you are in the eyes of the divine, a vessel of strength forged in heaven's fire. Feel it now, the light gathering in your chest, the courage forming in your bones. That is not imagination. That is renewal. You are no longer running from your wounds. You are walking through them with grace. You are no longer begging for strength. You are strength. Archangel Michael says, "Lift your head, warrior of the light." The battle may have scarred you, but it did not defeat you. From this day forward, every challenge you meet will recognize the power you carry. Darkness will hesitate before approaching you. Negative energy will scatter at your presence. For your aura now radiates divine authority, quiet, calm, unshakable. Heaven has not forgotten your faithfulness. Every time you chose kindness instead of revenge, compassion instead of anger, patience instead of fear, heaven took note. You have earned your spiritual armor through love, not through war. And now, as your strength returns, use it not to prove your worth, but to protect your peace. Use it to lift others. Use it to walk with purpose and quiet confidence. You are not the broken one anymore. You are the rebuilt one. You are the healed one. You are the chosen one. So tonight, when the weight of the world tries to return, stand tall in spirit and say, "I am renewed, I am protected, I am rising in light." And you will feel me there standing beside you, sword in hand, wings wide over your path, surrounding you with the strength of heaven itself. Your power is not coming, it is here. Your renewal is not tomorrow, it is now. Your time of weakness has passed, and your season of strength has begun. Archangel Michael says, "Rise, beloved one, not as you were, but as you were always meant to be. My beloved child, the gates of grace are opening. What once felt delayed will now flow with divine ease. The tide is turning in your favor. You have walked a long path of faith, trusting even when you saw no sign. You held on when the winds pushed hard against you. You believed when everything around you told you to give up. And because of that, heaven is moving for you now. The angels are aligning things beyond your sight. The atmosphere around you is changing not slowly, but swiftly. The air itself carries new energy, new opportunities, new light. You will feel it soon, that sudden sense of peace before blessings arrive. That quiet knowing that something divine is shifting. Archangel Michael says, "Grace is not earned. It is released, and it has chosen you." This is the moment when what was once hard will start to flow. What once resisted you will now cooperate with you. Every block that stood between you and your breakthrough is being dissolved by divine intervention. Not through struggle, but through grace. For too long, you believed blessings required constant battle. But now, I tell you it is time to move with ease. Heaven is not calling you to fight harder, but to receive deeper. You do not need to force open the next door. It is already unlocking. There are blessings finding you now that have your name written on them, blessings that no one else can claim. These are not small gifts, but turning points. They will shift the direction of your life. Where there was confusion, there will be clarity. Where there was fear, there will be favor. Where there was delay, there will be acceleration. The energy around you is becoming fertile ground. Ideas will begin to flow. People will appear in divine timing. Resources will arrive from unexpected places. The miracle you prayed for may not look as you imagined, but when it arrives, your spirit will recognize it instantly. It will carry peace. It will carry light. It will feel like home. My child, this is not just your time to receive. It is your time to overflow. You will not only be blessed, you will become a blessing. You will carry light into rooms that have long been dim. You will speak hope into hearts that have forgotten how to believe. You will become a vessel of grace, heaven's current flowing through human form. Archangel Michael says, when grace overflows, fear has no space. So release the tight grip of control. Stop worrying how everything will unfold. You are not meant to orchestrate the miracle. You are meant to witness it. There are angelic movements happening in the background. Chains are breaking quietly. Paths are opening silently. While you sleep, heaven works. While you rest, divine alignment continues. Your next season will not look like your last one. You are crossing from striving into ease, from waiting into receiving, from testing into testimony. And when it happens, when the blessing comes, do not question if you deserve it. You do. Every night you prayed through tears. Every kind word you gave, even when you were hurting. Every moment you chose faith over fear. It all planted seeds for this harvest. This overflow is not a reward, it's a recognition of who you truly are. Soon, you will see how the closed doors were divine redirection. Soon, you will see why you had to walk through stillness before acceleration. Soon, you will realize that heaven was never late. It was waiting until your heart was ready to carry abundance with wisdom. Archangel Michael says, grace does not come when you are perfect. It comes when you are peaceful. So stand in that peace now. Look at your life and whisper, I am ready. I am open. I am aligned with divine grace. And heaven will hear you. The river of blessings will quicken. The right people, the right opportunities, the right timing, all will begin to move toward you as if pulled by invisible light. This is the overflow. This is the moment where your prayers and heaven's plan meet. This is the unfolding of the miraculous, not someday, but now. You are stepping into a life not defined by struggle, but by grace. Not marked by fear, but by faith. Not carried by effort, but by divine flow. And from this moment forward, every breath you take will echo the rhythm of heaven's abundance. Archangel Michael says, beloved child of light, rest now in the truth that your story is safe in divine hands. You have walked through shadows and kept your faith. You have faced endings that felt like loss, but were truly beginnings in disguise. You have cried prayers that rose higher than you knew, and every one of them was heard. Now, the season of struggle ends, and the season of divine certainty begins. The light around you grows stronger. The angels who stood watch through your hardest nights now sing softly over you, songs of victory, renewal, and peace. My child, heaven is not far. It is within you. The light you have been seeking has always lived inside your heart. It flickered through your pain, whispered through your doubts, and now it burns steady a flame that will never fade. You are protected. You are guided. You are chosen. Archangel Michael says, every step you took in faith has built a bridge of light between you and heaven. This bridge cannot break. No force of darkness can undo what faith has forged. You have become a vessel of divine strength, a mirror reflecting the love of the Creator. And wherever you walk, light will follow. So when you wake in the morning, speak this truth aloud. I am covered in divine protection. I am surrounded by grace. My path is blessed, and my heart is guided. And when you rest at night, whisper gently, thank you, heaven, for walking with me through every shadow and into every sunrise. This is your new rhythm, not fear, but faith, not doubt, but direction. My child, the days ahead will hold miracles. Some will arrive in whispers, some in waves, but all will carry the same message. You are seen, you are loved, and you are never alone. Your energy now carries the signature of heaven's light. You will begin to notice how peace follows you into every room, how your presence soothes others, how your words begin to heal without effort. That is the evidence of divine alignment. That is the sign that grace has fully anchored itself in you. And I say this with eternal certainty: no weapon formed against you shall prosper, and no storm will drown the light within you. You have become the living testimony of resilience. You have become the living vessel of faith. Your angels will go before you now, clearing paths, softening hearts, illuminating steps. Trust the process, my beloved one. Trust the timing. Trust the quiet. For even in stillness, heaven moves. Archangel Michael says, "The future is not something you must fear. It is something heaven has already prepared." Walk forward now, crowned in calm, shielded in peace, clothed in grace. Let your spirit rest in the knowing that everything you need will find you not by chance, but by divine orchestration. And as you breathe in this moment, feel my wings around you, the warmth, the security, the undeniable love. This is the presence of heaven, resting upon you like morning light. Go forth with peace. Walk in faith. Live as one who carries the light that never fades. Channel conclusion. If this message of Archangel Michael has touched your heart, let the light flow onward. Share it with others who need to feel protected and blessed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to stay connected with messages of divine strength, healing, and grace.